In this video, I'm going to share with you how to make good goals for your art or creative business. Before we get started, let me introduce myself. So my name is Allison Lyon. This is my YouTube channel. I create watercolor tutorials as well as studio vlogs and videos like this all about art business. And I cannot wait for this video because I'm so ready for 2020 to be over and I'm ready for 2021. So let's get started. So this is kind of a laid back video. I'm just going to chat with you here and I have an outline on things I want to share with you on my tablet right here. But before we get started, I do want to share that I have a free calendar download for you linked in the description of this video. And it is specifically for creative entrepreneurs. And so it's basically a calendar layout where you can also on the side write down your monthly or weekly goals as well as products or artwork that you want to create that month. So you can find that link to that freebie in the description of this video. So I've had my art business now for 3.5 years, and this is my fourth time, I think it's my fourth time, making yearly goals for my art business. And so I cannot wait to share with you my best tips. So the very first tip I have for you is to have a yearly journal for every single year. So this journal here is my 2021 journal. And then here are all my other journals that I have. So this one here was 2018. This one here was 2019, and then this one here was 2020. And yeah, I'm still kind of writing in it because 2020 is not over yet. And then this one here is my 2021 journal. So that's my very first tip for you, is to have a journal for every single year where you can just write down things that are happening in your life, things that you have been learning. It doesn't just have to be about your art business or creative business. It can also be like personal stuff as well. So I journal a few times a week, and I basically journal personal things in my life as well as art business things. And then my second tip I have for you is that at the beginning of your journal, like the very first page, you want to have an area where you can write down where you're starting from. So this is kind of a glimpse at mine. And I know it's backwards. I think it's backwards, so I'm sorry about that. But you want to fill out where you're starting your year. So for example, I have kind of like the money part of my business in here. So I have my 2020 revenue and my 2020 expenses. I have not filled this out yet. I plan on doing that when the year's over, but it's good to kind of know where you started your year, and so that you can look back at this at the end of 2021 in 1 year and see how much your creative business has grown and how much your social media accounts have grown and how much basically like the health of your business for that year. So yeah, I'm going to be filling out my revenue, my expenses. I also want to write out my profit for the year, and then I have a space for my YouTube subscribers at the start of 2021, my Instagram followers, my email list here. And then I also have how much I made with each of my income streams for my art business. So I have Etsy, I have my Nature with Watercolor membership, how much I made that year, my website sales, I have how many members I have in my membership, and I also will be writing out how much money I made from YouTube and Amazon affiliates and how much money I made from my art products. I think I already said that. So yeah, just kind of write out where you're starting your year so that you can look back at this at the end of 2021 and see how much you've grown. And then the other tip I have for you, I'm looking at my outline right here, so that's what I'm looking at. But my other tip I have for you is to also, like on the next page of your journal, to write down, like just reflect on the previous year. So some prompt ideas for you are, what do I need to stop or start doing this year? So what do you need to stop doing? What do you need to start doing? And then I have what went well in 2020, what went badly in 2020. And so kind of write those out, reflect on those. And then I have what would you have done differently? So how would you have done 2020 differently if you could redo the year? And then it's good to kind of reflect on where you see yourself in the future. So where do you see yourself in a year? Where do you see yourself in 3 years or in 10 years? And kind of just dream about that and journal about that. And this will really help you kind of have more clarity on what your goals should be for 2021, because you want your 2021 goals to align with where you see yourself in a few years. The next tip I have for you is to get the most important tasks done first of your day. And for me personally, I like to have 1 to 3 tasks a day that are super important and that I want to absolutely get done. So I like to do those important tasks first thing in my day, usually the mornings. And this kind of leads into my next tip, which is to work during your most productive time. So for me, my most productive time is the morning. In the mornings, I have the most energy and I am way more focused in the morning. So I first like to do my most important tasks that I absolutely have to get done that day in the morning time. And then in the afternoon is more kind of like, okay, now these are the things that I kind of want to do and kind of want to get done, but aren't super, super important. Or I also do things that I want to do, but that I don't really need to do. And this next tip I have for you is something that I struggle with, and I feel like you probably do as well. I don't know about you, but I want to do everything. I want to do all of the things. And when I was writing out my 2021 goals, I made this whole list of all of these new things I want to do. And then I started to feel overwhelmed and just like not really excited for 2021. And then I remembered one big thing that I learned, and that is to only add one new big goal a year and to only build like one bridge at a time. It's good to have that focus. You don't want to have all of these things you want to do, because then your time and your energy is divided between all of these things. So it's good to just add one new big goal a year. And I'll share mine here at the end of the video. I'll share my goals with you for 2021 and also share with you, did I complete my 2020 goals or not? But we'll get to that later on. And the next tip I have for you is to have a marketing calendar and a product or art calendar. So here's a look at mine. I have to find it first. I think I actually put it in my 2020 journal. But yeah, it's a mess. It's kind of like a rough draft, but as you can see, I have all of the months out here, and then I kind of, or at least, okay, here's a better look. Yeah. January through June, and then the rest of the year here. And so yeah, I kind of wrote out, okay, January I'm doing a bird art challenge, and then I'm going to be marketing my membership, and then February I want to do this new product, and then March I want to do this, and then so on. So for me, I like to focus on 1 or 2 things to market a month. And market, I mean like promote. That could be like some kind of new product. And then also I make like digital products like my membership, my Nature with Watercolor membership. And then I plan on launching a new digital product next year, which I'll share that with you here soon. So I like to have maybe 1 or 2 big things that I promote on my email list and my social media, but more of my email list. I don't really like to promote a lot on my social media, because I see that more for creating relationships and just getting to know my followers, and I won't get into that. But yeah, I like to have 1 or 2 things a month that I promote. And for you, that could be like an art collection, or it could be a sticker sheet set, or it could be some kind of digital product. So you want to like write out, it could be sloppy like mine, or like super neat and pretty, but you want to write out, okay, this month I'm going to promote this month I'm going to do this. And yeah, I know there's like a lot of whiteout going on, and like I'll get into that later, but anyways, and then it's good to also write out each month, okay, these are the artworks I want to create, or maybe it could just be a number. I want to paint 4 paintings, so 1 a week. Or this is the new art product I want to launch this month. So kind of just plan it out. You don't have to do every single month. I kind of left the end of the year open, because who knows what's going to happen at the end of the year. Like, that's really far away. So I like to give myself maybe a little bit of space to see like what changes, because I don't know about you, but 2020 was crazy. A lot changed in my art business. What I thought I was going to be doing at the beginning of 2020 did not at all happen, but I'll get into that later on. So the next tip I have for you, I'm looking at my outline, so that's why I'm not looking at you, is to give yourself extra time. And I was just talking about that. So you want to give yourself like extra time. Give yourself more time than you think it'll take, because one of the biggest things I've learned having an art business is that things take so much longer than you think. Like, seriously, like so much longer. So you want to give yourself maybe twice as long as you think it'll take. So just remember that. And then the next tip I have for you is to make your goals realistic, specific, and with a deadline. So let's see, for example, I'm going to share a few of my goals with you. So I want 100 Nature with Watercolor members. By this time next year, I want 100 members. So that's specific. You know, I want this amount by this time. Okay, and then another one I have here is I want 2,000 artist email subscribers by October 2021. And I have one last tip for you. And this is kind of like a mindset thing, but just know that your goals will change. And to just realize that and accept that it's okay, that your goals will most likely change, and that things will change and your goals will shift, and that's okay. So this kind of leads into, did I complete my 2020 goals? And I did not. So let me share with you my goals from 2020, because a lot of things changed in my art business in 2020. And yeah, it's a lot different than what I thought it would be by now. But yeah, let me open up my journal here. Okay, so here are my 2020 goals. I'm not going to show you all of this, but here it is. So it looks like I completed maybe 2.5 of my goals out of 12. 2.5 out of 12 of my goals, which is really bad. Here I have 4 painting courses. So I wanted to make 4 online painting classes. And so that's kind of an example of how your goals can change, because at the beginning of 2020, I wanted to create a lot of different kinds of watercolor classes that people can purchase one time. So I wanted to create like watercolor butterflies. I wanted a beginner watercolor course, which I did create. I wanted like a watercolor bird course, and then, you know, all of these things. And then I realized that a monthly membership would be so much better. I won't get into that, but I realized that a monthly membership would be so much more better for my students, and also better for me. I kind of shifted into that. So here I have like a little wiggly line that kind of shows, okay, yeah, I think I basically did kind of complete this goal, because I created a monthly membership. So, and then I wanted to make $1,000 a month from courses, from online classes by 2021, and that did not happen. And I wanted to try notebooks and washi tape, and that did not happen. And will that happen in 2021? Probably not. And then I wanted to create 12 sticker sheets. That did not happen. I created 2. Yep, I did. And then here, I thought I wanted to do wholesale. So at the beginning of 2020, I thought I wanted to do wholesale. So my 2 big goals for 2020 was to start doing wholesale for my art products, and then also build online classes. And those 2 things are super big goals. And so that was a big mistake I made. One of the tips, as you remember, I told you, is to only introduce 1 big goal a year. And those were 2 big goals. And that's kind of how I learned that lesson, was that I was spending a lot of my time focusing on like 2 different big things. And it was overwhelming. I was super stressed out, and it was not fun. And it would have taken me twice as long, if not more long, to complete those 2 goals. So it's good to just focus on 1 big goal at a time. And then I wanted 1,000 artist email subscribers. And I did not put an end date for that. And no, I did not complete that. And then I want to get to 5,000 YouTube subscribers. And as of this video, let's see how many, I'm looking at my tablet here. How many YouTube subscribers do I have? I have 3,510 YouTube subscribers. So yeah, I did not reach 5,000 subscribers. And then I have here that I wanted to hire someone to help me. I kind of did that. My sister has been helping me a lot with editing my tutorial videos for my membership. So, I mean, she's more of like a subcontractor. She's not an employee of mine, but I counted that as complete. And then the 1 goal that I know I completed 100% is spending 10 hours a week creating. So I'm pretty sure I did that. So if you're feeling bad that you did not complete a lot of your goals for 2020, just know I completed maybe 2.5 of my 12 goals. So there's that. But then again, a lot of things changed, and so my goals changed a lot too. Okay, so I will share my 2021 goals with you. But before we get into my 2021 goals, I had to transfer these video files over to my computer because I ran out of space on my phone. But while I was waiting for those files to transfer over, I started to fill out this calendar for January. And this is actually the free printable for you that I just whipped up in a few minutes and created for me. But I decided to give it to you as well if you would like it. So this is a look at January. If you want to download this printable for free, it is linked in the description of this video. My 2021 goals. So here we go. I'm only going to share a few of them with you. I won't share all of them. But for 2021, here we go. I would like to reach 100 Nature with Watercolor members by the end of the year. I would like to reach 10,000 YouTube subscribers and Instagram followers. I would like to reach 2,000 email subscribers by October 2021. And yeah, I did not have a deadline for that previous one, the 10,000 YouTube subscribers and followers. I'm just gonna say, yeah, by the end of the year, I would like to reach 10,000. Okay, here's like a little sneak peek at one of my big goals for this year. This is actually my only new big goal for the year. And that is to start coaching other artists like with their art business. So that's really exciting. I haven't really shared this actually at all, I think, but I do want to start coaching. And so I want to start coaching artists by May 2021. I would like to host 10 big art challenges this year. So I do have a bird art challenge that is starting this month. In January. So it's starting in January. If I have the sign up link, it is below in the description. It's a 10-day watercolor bird challenge, and they come with live watercolor tutorials that we will do together, and it's 5 birds in 10 days. So if you want to sign up for that, that is linked below in the description of this video. And the other 2 art challenges, like I say big as in I want these art challenges to come with live watercolor tutorials. So they're not just like a prompt list on Instagram or YouTube. It's like more involved, and I feel like you guys will get more value out of the challenge if they also come with free live watercolor or free live YouTube tutorials. And I also, this year, I want to try stationery products by May 2021. So my goal is to, in February, have a shop update where I have at least maybe some kind of stationery product, but we'll see how that goes because January is kind of crazy for me. But yeah, I really want to try stationery. This is like the only new product I want to introduce this year. I had so many other product ideas, but I was just feeling overwhelmed. So I decided to just try one new product this year, and stationery. So I'm thinking for stationery, it would be maybe like a notepad, maybe. I don't really know. I'm gonna look more into it. And then I want to do 2 big giveaways this year. So I did a giveaway this month in December on Instagram, and it was super successful, and you guys loved it. And I want to do 2 other big giveaways this year. So I'm thinking in December, like for the holidays, but also maybe in the summer, and giving away like a lot of nice and valuable art supplies for you guys. And then my other goal is to spend 2 hours a week educating myself. So I am part of a monthly business training, and then I'm also part of Marketing Impact Academy from Shailene Johnson, and it's like this huge, massive academy, and super expensive, and I bought that in 2020, and I've hardly worked through it. And so my goal this year is to spend at least 2 hours a week educating myself, learning more about business, and going through those programs that I invested in. And then I want to try paid advertising this year. So we'll see how it goes. I'm thinking just for my art challenges, maybe paying for ads like on social media to promote my art challenges. But we'll see. That is super intimidating to me. Like just thinking about it just really intimidates me, but we'll see. And at the beginning of this video, when I was sharing tips on making goals for your art or creative business, I mentioned to only have like one big new goal a year. I want to do so many things, and this year when I was writing out my goals, I had other things I wanted to do, and I'll share that with you. So I wanted to do a Patreon. I wanted to start a Patreon this year. I was thinking like a sticker club, so maybe like, I don't know, every month will be a new exclusive sticker, and then I was even thinking about like it would come like the next tier would be the sticker, but then also an embellished print of that same sticker. I really want to do that. I do, but then I realized that's a big goal, and I just can't handle that on top of starting coaching artists, and so I decided to do the coaching instead of Patreon this year. And then I also put down that I wanted to do a Kickstarter. I really want to do an enamel pins at some point, or washi tape. And I had that down for this year, and I was like, I can't. Like, I really want to, but I just can't. If you have all these big things you want to do, just focus on one and ask yourself, you know, what are you most excited about, and do that. Or what would maybe be the easiest for you, and do it. And then if you have time later on, after you built that bridge and completed that goal, then you can take on another goal if you feel ready. And yeah, so maybe next year in 2022, I will start a Patreon or do a Kickstarter or a lot of the other things I want to do. There are so many things I want to do. Thank you so much for watching this video. Comment below your one big goal for your art or creative business this year. What is your one big new goal? And you can also share with us, like, what are some of your other goals for this year? I would love to know. And also, I have other videos about art business linked below in the description of this video for you. And I will be uploading another video here in a few days all about the things that I have done, that I've actually done and implemented in my art business to help it grow. So that video might already be out. I will link it in the description of this video for you to watch next. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel for more videos like this. And I hope you found this video helpful. Thank you so much. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.